Hello and welcome back to Nuts on Cars. So today I'm going to do a little video on what you can see here behind us, which is my friend Connor's 718 Boxster. So it's the 2-litre 4-cylinder. Now these things get a bit of a hard time in the press and the reviews, obviously, because it's the 4-cylinder. So I've got the 981 Cayman S. So I'm going to go out for a drive with Connor, take it for a spin, and actually kind of explain what is it really like and is it any good, because I feel like they're underrated basically, because it's still a Boxster and it is a great engine. Yes, there's sound issues. Yes, it's not the pure 6-cylinder Porsche engine, but I think you'd be surprised. And I think there's a little secret with these. Now I recently drove a 4-cylinder Cayman 2019 model, which I was, to be honest, disappointed with, but there's something that you've got to look out for on these when buying them that I think makes all the difference. So we're going to go for a drive, we're going to talk about what we think and take it from there. First Porsche?
First Porsche.
Yeah? You like it?
Yeah, it's nice. Never really understood the whole Porsche thing. Just bought it on a whim, to be honest. Needed a new car. Seen it. Thought it looked quite nice. Went for it.
Because you're not really like a Porsche anorak as such, are you? Not like
you, no.
You're not as boring as me, are you, really?
Not that boring.
No.
Yeah, that way at the moment.
It gets under your skin, unfortunately, mate. So I think you're in trouble now you've had one.
Yeah, might be, we'll see.
But what made you buy the 718? Were you looking at the 981 or were they?
Nah.
No.
I don't really know, to be honest. I like the lights. Don't really like the lights on the 981, to be fair, at the back.
Bit harsh.
I'm just saying, at the back.
It's my car.
I think they look a little bit dated now.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
The price of one of them, really, PCP wise, I think that was working out pretty much the same. So
Yeah, I want to talk numbers. So talk me through, if you don't mind me asking, what you pay for that. Now, how much was it, the car itself?
30.
Yeah.
I'll take £500 deposit, $450 a month.
Which I don't think people realise is that you can pick one of these up for that sort of money. So it's a 16, obviously, as you can see. How many miles?
16, done 34 when I bought it.
Yeah.
So,
but it just looks unreal. Spec-wise, it's got 20-inch wheels.
20-inch GTS wheels, yeah, and the satin.
Guards red.
Yeah, guards red. Nice. No sports exhaust.
Join the club. It's probably not as important on the 4-cylinder.
Doesn't really bother me.
Nah.
Still sounds good. Still pops and bangs. Got the red hoops.
Yeah,
well.
that was an option, wasn't it?
Yeah, which I think look quite nice.
Sport seats.
Sport seats, yeah, they were a must, to be honest. The other seats just didn't look that nice.
And then you get the softer leather, don't you, on the seats?
Yeah, the nice leather.
Heated seats.
Heated seats, yeah.
You wanted that, didn't
That
you?
was part of the pack, yeah. Couldn't have a cold bum. PCM as well.
Nav.
Yeah, which gives you nav, voice activation, and then Apple CarPlay.
Nice.
Which was quite important because the navs aren't that great, are they? To be
Yeah.
honest? So that was one thing that I thought I really wanted. Apart from that, that's it, I think, spec-wise.
Yeah, but it does look unbelievable.
When it's clean, yeah.
Which it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll take it for a quick blast if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
And we'll see what you think. One thing you did want from it was an important thing that the car could do. What we got in here?
Golf buggy.
Yeah, in the front.
See the state of it. A lot of golf being played at the moment.
And then clubs in the back. Drivers out.
In the back. Yeah.
Perfect.
Everyone's happy.
Does the job, doesn't it?
Unless you have to take your friend, then they're on the front seat.
got 25 horsepower more. So this is 300 brake, isn't it?
It's 300.
And turbo.
A little bit lighter as well.
I have to like wind mine round. Yeah. But it's noisy than mine as well, as well.
Just got on the roof. Probably won't. But, no, it's not that bad. You can get pops and bangs out of it and stuff on overrun and that.
So I drove a Cayman 2019 one, and I reckon, and I was massively disappointed, but this is a 16 model year, and they've got all like the filters and the new stuff on there. So,
Yeah, the OPF filters.
and it's just killing everything. This feels again like a different car compared to that.
Yeah. Obviously, I haven't drove anything newer, but
Yeah.
this does feel a little bit more raw still.
Yeah, it
even
feels
though-
like proper alive and like free revving, noisier.
Yeah.
Like the other one was just tame. It just felt like felt like a Golf R engine. Rather, this feels a bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
So I think the secret is if you want a 4-cylinder, you've got to get, when is it, 2018 and older?
Yeah, 18 they started, didn't
Yeah.
they? So
It's just ruined. It's not Porsche's fault, but it has killed a lot of cars.
they're all like it though.
That to me is like, it's more than quick, isn't it?
Yeah, more than enough for what you can do. I think S's, again, looked at a few, but they were just miles out price wise.
Yeah.
You're £600 a month on this.
They're like 40. You struggle to get one. Well, probably late 30s now.
Yeah, 35, 36 or a few about, but Spectrum,
Yeah, they've got small wheels.
not awful, not great.
Yeah.
Stuff that was a must for me. The seats and the wheels. They didn't have those, so it was a bit of a turn off on those, to be honest.
I've driven the 718 Boxster S, and I mean that thing is a rocket ship. Like, this doesn't get you in the same way, but you don't feel like it's slow. Whereas honestly, that Cayman I drove, I was like wanting more from it.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is like, it's lively, and that's all you care about really. Is it feels like it wants to go.
Yeah.
It's not such a like wallop in your back, but
Yeah, it's comfortable as well.
yeah, that's the
one
thing I was trying to see. 'Cause this hasn't got PASM, has it?
No PASM, no.
I've got PASM, and they still ride like ridiculously well for what it is.
Yeah,
Like you use it every day, don't you?
Yeah, the only car I've got. I had a Fiesta ST before, so when I left Jaguar, I went back into that. And
That was what
you
that's
commented on
probably
it.
the firmest car
So
I've ever
hard,
been in.
completely standard.
Yeah.
Rock solid, you know.
They're all like that. I've driven a couple of those, and they are just ridiculous. Like they're great fun, but it is literally bone shattering. Whereas this, like, it's up there with a normal saloon car almost, isn't it? Like the way it like it's composed down the road.
I mean, I do Devon quite a few times and places like that in it already. Not a problem after 2.5, 3 hours in the car. It's absolutely fine. And that's one thing that I do love about it, to be honest. It's just usable.
Yeah, you don't get fed up with them, do you?
Nah. Size-wise, it's got more than enough space for what you'd expect from a two-seater sports car, to be honest. With the front boot and the rear one as well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
The girls like it.
chicks everywhere.
Are you sure?
No.
I reckon it just does you more harm than good anyway, having a red Porsche.
It's not great.
It's not great. The ST was probably better, wasn't it? That wasn't
I
probably
mean, I was
great.
cutting about McDonald's, it was alright.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like driving it normally. Literally, I could be in my car. Like, but for me, what annoys me is how much like bad did Did it not put you off before you bought it almost? Everybody kind of was like, oh, the 4-cylinder, like...
Like you said before, I'm not really a Porsche anorak, so...
Yeah, so it didn't really matter to you, did it?
And loving I love the 2-litre F-Type. It might be sacrilege to say it, but a 340 versus a 300 F-Type. I know you don't get the noise from the 300, but I felt like it was a more fun car to drive.
What, the lower power one?
Yeah, you could push it a bit more, and you didn't feel like it was so on edge all the time. I spent quite a bit of time with both of the cars, to be honest, and I felt like that you could drive a 300 a lot more.
Yeah.
You felt like you were driving it more, whereas in the 340 and the 380 you were just holding back a lot. And it wasn't part of my thinking behind this, but it made me not cross it off because of that. I quite like the way that the turbos deliver the power, to be honest.
Yeah.
I can't remember ever really driving a big 3-litre petrol, to be honest, or anything like that without a turbo.
Yeah.
So I'm used to that, whereas yours is obviously the 3.4.
Yeah, you probably jumped in mine and think it was like flat. Like,
Yeah, probably.
The power.
Yeah.
But going back to that, like, I reckon, don't you think when you're in your early, how old are you?
26 now.
26.
25 when I bought it. Yeah.
When we're like 20, you'd think, you literally thought the more the better with like power, engine size, everything like that. But actually, you can have just as much fun in like a lower powered version, like you just said, and actually wring its neck and get more enjoyment out of it. Then you don't need the GTS, you don't need the X actually.
Yeah.
This is enough, isn't it? Like,
yeah, I think for everyday driving and to give you that little bit of fun as well.
yeah.
It's more than enough. Like we touched on earlier, a little bit of fuel economy. I can get on the way to the office, I can get your 35s out of it, driving it normally, which is great. I mean, if I was to buy a normal petrol saloon, I'd be getting 35, 40.
Yeah. So actually, it's not that like your payments are 450. Your fuel's not that bad as long as you don't do too many miles. Servicing's every couple of years, is it still?
Yeah, every 2 years. So when I bought it, I had the chaps who I bought it off got a major service done at Porsche.
Yeah.
Which wasn't cheap, but it was 2 years covered for me. So to be honest, I won't have to service it while I've got it.
You bought it from a independent place.
Yeah, little sports car dealer down south in Western.
Which I think people get, like, people want to buy from Porsche, get the warranty, but actually you can save yourself. I mean, this car you paid 30ish. This would have been 33, 34 at the time from Porsche.
Yeah.
And actually, like, you not had any trouble in it. Like, they're solid. They really are. Unless you're unlucky. I do think, and you've also got a load of rights when you buy from a dealer anyway. So if you do get any trouble, you can still go back, can't you? So you weren't stressed about that, were you?
No, I wasn't really that worried. I obviously been in the trade for 3-4 years.
Yeah.
So there's obviously some horror stories knocking about and things like that. But I went down, the chap who was there let me take the car up by myself.
Really?
Yeah, give me the keys, put the trade plates in, said off you go, have a little drive. And to me that was part of it.
Yeah. You don't want a salesman saying.
Yeah, I'm not bothered about that. If I've travelled 2.5 hours to look at it, so I was interested. And he just let me do my own thing with it.
Yeah.
Went round it, I showed him a few little bits that I wanted doing, and he did them for me, picked up the week after, so really good service, to be honest, which probably most people don't expect from
an independent place.
Yeah, an independent sports car dealer. But it was really good, yeah.
And how long you had it?
6 months nearly.
So the weird thing with this is you had it 6 months, done what, 5,000 miles?
Yeah,
like
4,000
Obviously lockdowns happen, so that slows you down a bit, but the cheapest one on Auto Trader we had it up the other day is 31.
Yeah, 31 at the moment.
With little wheels. Like, lockdown's done a weird thing for the used car market where there's just suddenly no cars out there. But literally you could probably sell this car and not lose.
Yeah, well,
you can not lose any money. Which, if you buy used and you buy well, like the spec is saleable all day long, isn't it? So,
yeah, well, that was part of my thing, looking at making sure it looked nice. Because to be honest, anyone that's going to be spending 25, 30 grand on one wanted to look nice, and there was some
always sell, aren't they?
Yeah.
Wheels, like, you can forget the rest of it. That'll just sell based on the way it looks for that.
And if it's the cheapest out there and it looks nice,
It's always going to find a home. Isn't it?
people aren't really that bothered. People just want something that looks nice, especially in this sort of car as well.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
I reckon, in conclusion, that don't oversee the 718 whatsoever, whether it be the S or this one. I mean, I've said on videos in the past that if I was looking now, I'd go for a 718S over my Cayman S, because you just want the newer car, and you get all the newer tech and everything. So, really, I wanted to put this video out just to kind of say these things are still a Boxster, and they are incredible. So, and finance-wise, you can pay the same sort of money. So, just don't look past them.
Oh, it has got launch control as well.
It has.
Yeah.
So how'd you do it?
You just do. I obviously won't do it right. Just foot on the brake, accelerator. It goes
push down quite hard.
Sits at 4,000 revs.
Bah, 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 bah.
Yeah, just sits at 4,000 revs.
Yeah. Does that impress the girls?
Mate, look at that. You see that stain?
I'm not looking.
No, look, swear to God, look. I just spilled something.
I was going to say, yeah. You ready to go out in the pure, proper Porsche? Feel any different?
You've got leather door inserts, you've got extended leather,
I know.
which is annoying.
Twitchy, isn't it?
Your seats are softer.
Had more bums in him, I think.
Even this one.
No.
Would have thought so.
Not as loud, is it?
It's not as loud, no. It's,
Gear changes are harsh.
PDK is a bit crunchy, yeah.
That might be Sport Plus. You haven't got Sport Chrono, have you?
No.
I don't know. They're proper aggressive.
They are compared to mine, aren't they?
They're almost dangerous because try and put you in the hedge.
Yeah.
But sound-wise, like, I know it is pure and like it's like a nice engine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just revvy, isn't it? It's just, you know. It is just really revvy.
Yeah.
Compared to mine, yeah.
It's hard to explain it. Yours doesn't sound bad, I don't think. Like this, I think I'm just missing the exhaust. If it popped and banged and stuff, it would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
You feel a little bit more, because it's got a, we haven't got the roof, a little bit more, what do you get from,
I get what you're trying to say.
like, a bit more solid.
A bit more
because it's got a
composed
roof.
and that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the PASM, but
I don't know, I think because they're so well built anyway.
yeah.
I could probably tell if I was driving it, this would probably handle a bit better, obviously with the PASM and then with the roof.
But again, you got to be pushing it hard to like
Yeah.
to notice it.
And what you've got to remember as well is originally it was designed as a convertible, wasn't it? So
I thought you weren't a Porsche nerd. You sat next to me too long ago.
yeah.
But they feel very similar, don't they? Like,
Yeah, there's not much in it to be
there literally
honest.
isn't much in it. You're not going to be disappointed if you buy one or the other.
No, definitely not.
So-
I mean, this is probably worth about the same as what
They're about the
mine's
same.
worth, isn't it?
Mine's 3 years older, done 20,000 more miles, but it's an S. So they're about 30.
Yeah.
They're both about 30k. So it's a tough decision, isn't it?
Do you want to buy one with a roof,
Yeah.
which isn't for sale,
Which is what isn't.
which isn't?
Which are you saying yours is?
No, I'm just saying, or do you want a red one with
If a buyer came along, would you let it go?
right money?
You're not attached to it enough.
Right money.
That's it. The end of the video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you get a good idea on the differences between the two, and basically I think you won't be disappointed in either, will you?
I won't, no.
No, or anybody. Right, see you later. Bye.